Hi everyone, a very good evening to all of you, and I'm back with you after a gap of 1 week and sharp at 5 o'clock. And I've been busy, and it was really nice to catch up with some of my future projects that I'm coming with related to wellness, art, weddings, and also some fashion related. So good to be back with you guys as well now. And today we're going to have among us Aarti Zaveri, Luxury Meets Aarti Zaveri, multidisciplinary artist. So let's all welcome Aarti.
Hi, Madhuri. How are you? Nice.
Hi Aarti, see
Thank
you.
you very much. Yeah, thank you very much to have me here on your platform.
A warm welcome. And I'll introduce you to the audience a bit, and then we'll go ahead with the question answer round. So I would like to tell everybody that Aarti Zaveri is a New Delhi based multidisciplinary artist who identifies herself as an artist of the earth, and she believes that the earth belongs to all. Taking the homocentric view to a different plane, Aarti functions as an artist of the inclusive world view. This perspective has helped her to move from a studio based art practitioner to an artist who could conjure up artist projects in any given context transcending linguistic as well as geographical limits. Her creative verve has helped her to evolve into a work reckoning suit specific artist, video artist, installations artist, and a performing artist whose performances take their final form in the videos that she produces. Awarded most prestigious artist at Seychelles Biennale Award, Aarti is associated with Global Nomadic Art Project in collaboration with Yatu, a Korean art organization. She is also an active member of the Artists in Nature International Network. She recently completed a senior fellowship research project from Government of India. So it's real pleasure and honor to have such a distinguished artist on MadhuriLuxury.co today here with us. And Aarti, I would like to ask you if you could please tell us about your journey as an artist and how it's grown over the years. Your life, your story, and your journey as an artist.
Thank you so much, Madhuri. But I feel as one describes the self as that okay, this is me. You limit yourself to describe your the whole your journey or your thought process because it's still going on and on. So yeah, but I will surely share a few things with you. It's up. So hello, can you hear me?
Please carry on. Please carry on, yeah. Yeah, Aarti.
Okay. So yeah, so as you describe yourself, you limit yourself. So I think I am not be able to describe myself, but yes, I'll still share my journey with you. My journey, I can say, is started at very young age. Absolutely, with my childhood, I made portrait of my parents, and they came to know that okay, this is our daughter going to be like something different than a normal study girl. So I was very, very shy, extremely shy child. But so whenever the people come at my place, some guest, I used to go in my room and first I just meet them, just go inside the room and always make their portrait. And then when they go, then I come back and show it to my parents. Okay, they were looking like this, and their expression was this, and how they were talking, and so I was like very much observing expression and emotions of the people since very, very child. I mean, young age, very young age, and so always been interested in art. I should start, I think, my few major projects in my journey. So when I came to Delhi, got married and came to Delhi, then I was working with a theatre group called Living Room Theatre. And we were doing some project, I mean, lots of theatre and, quite nice, interesting group I was associated with. And like a destiny, I got my first project about making portrait. Like I was very fortunate making portraits of all the gallantry awards, Paramveer Chakra awardees and Ashok Chakra awardees. I made the portraits for Ministry of Defense. It suddenly came, like a destiny that I have to make this portrait, and I was always been doing portraits. It was very, very easy and quite interesting for me to do it. But I never knew that I will be doing for the Ministry of Defense and putting my portrait will be placed, in the C block, Rashtrapati Bhavan. So I was very excited. Yeah, I did my first project, and then my journey actually speed up. Like journey was always you're moving on, but it was a really good speed. After that. When I did the Paramveer Chakra Award portraits, did it in various places, not only this. Yeah, I did it for Ranchi, some defense work, and then Jaipur and the places. So this was like, again, I'm sharing that I was always looking for the emotion and expression of the faces. So while doing this project, it came in my mind that why I'm very much liking the expressions and things. So that's how and it was my deep observation about facial things and how. So the thoughts came in my mind, and I was reading lots of things. So that where is the actual, the true self? The true self is with this facial expression, or the which is something which is your feelings. So that's how So I started my first solo after many group shows. I started my first project. My first called Pehchan. My first solo show. And I've done many paintings for the same subject. And where is the true self? Where is the true self? Where is the true self? Every painting was questioning the viewer.
The true self.
Yeah. So, but then expressions were different. The colors were very, nicely put. Very. And then I did the installation about the same thing. That was so it was a complete show. Installation, drawings, and that again. And then after few years, again I went into my introspect, and the same connecting subject, but you really go further ahead in your deep thought. So then I did my another series, extension of Pehchan also. Then after that I did, there was another series called Puzzle. So how the life it's kind of a puzzle. But again, it was an expression, that some faces and something which the time comes like that you are not really knowing, and it was kind of a journey of my own thing also. Many times everybody feels going to, but I was able to put it on the canvas. That's my
beautiful.
So I did that, and after that after Puzzle there was another very nice series very close to my heart. Came after 5-6 years, which was Time, about so that I think you also really like it. And
beautiful. I've seen all the Time series. You're all collected.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it was like, what is time? How we flow. It's a flowing thing, but you cannot catch. You cannot really hold the time. But the moment, the moment which you live, which is your real time. There is nothing more than you can say. If you, so that was
the moments, but you cannot stop the time, basically.
Nobody can stop the time, but you can really recreate or relive the moment, or you remember the moment. So moments is the time. My interpretation of time was that.
Beautiful.
So it was then the time, and it was deep thinking. After that I did lots of international residencies, and things. And I joined a group called Yatu, which is and then it's on and on, and yeah. So my new series also right now I'm working on. You asked me what next, so this is the way I'm going. Like
I have known you from a long time, and I was really curious to know about your specific work on masks. You made it long back, and when we look at it now, the scenario, everybody is wearing a mask.
Yes.
But how did that come to your mind so many years back, and what was that about? If you can tell something on that.
Yeah, definitely. So that I actually just told you, like while doing my portrait work, I really came to know that what is the actual self behind your facial, the expression which is there. So that was about that. The series called Pehchan, and Pehchan means to know your true self rather than just a superficial mask. So, but I made lots of fiber mask and expression. So I used many things on create that particular thing on my every painting, like the mask, which was how they people wearing, and I think it's for all of us. Like we really knowingly, unknowingly we wear mask, but if you know your true self, then it's okay. Then it's very visible. I mean, it's okay to what you are, and this is like sometimes needed to be putting up.
True, and it's become so contemporary now. Actually, everybody's going more inside and doing their journey and trying to search yourself. And despite of wearing the mask, you are actually trying to find your inner self now.
Yeah.
I would like to ask you that if you can tell about your association with Korean organization called Yatu.
Yeah, so after my time series, I came across two people. I was very much after interested in natural material. So when I met the Yatu president, and he came to Delhi and he explained us what Yatu actually doing. Yatu is the Korean organization, and they are doing nature. I mean, they are working with the nature, the natural material and ecological theme based. Everything is nature, because we are still very fortunate in India. We have lots of nature around. Well developed countries like Korea, South Korea, and they all. He told me, Mr. Ree, that our children, they really don't know where apple comes from. They said supermarket. So actually, they're not knowing that it's how the farming happened, and so the nature, the actual earth, they have gone so far. It's nice to be better, but not so. This way actually forget your own things. So that's how we have started this movement. Yeah. So Yatu does lots of project, and I was one of the. I was involved in one of the project, Global Nomadic Art Project, in India. So we have, so that internationally, they do Global Nomadic Art Project. So it's about how the nomadic people, like artists, all the artists from around the world, nomadic, they go from one place to another place. They make the art, nature art, and it's vanished in the nature. The art form dissolve in the nature, and they create something from the natural material. So so we have traveled complete Gujarat and Kutch and many places. So whatever found object we get from there, and then so I've done that, and then I've done the same Yatu. I was associated with Yatu, so done in Germany also, and Eastern Europe also. So that is the association, and I really liked their idea that nature art or a nature, art in nature. It's so important for everybody to know.
Yeah, you do have a huge, tremendous international exposure with these residencies in Germany and other countries. And definitely, you make our country proud as an artist, being awarded most prominent artist at Seychelles and being associated with YATU, which is a Korean organization. So you happen to have done some good international work as well. And I would like to ask you, Aarti, that in what way nature inspires your work? Because your work happens to be a lot inspired by nature as well. So if you can tell that, how does nature inspire, your work?
Yes, definitely. My work is, lots of things. I mean, most of the things inspired by nature. I'm very, very close. Like I feel myself as a nature. We all are nature actually. How the tree breathes, we also breathe. So I'm quite, natural person. Yeah, absolutely. So my artwork also, things I like the natural material to be used now after coming, explore myself in the nature art. So I do lots of installation with the natural things, whatever found object, and so very much inclined towards nature. So I think nature is me. So it's like nothing. There is no difference between and five element of natural thing, like how we made of, and that's very, very close subject, but it's very, very connected to me, that we all are made of five elements. And I've done so one of the object I feel is water, and so I've done a lot of work.
I believe you've also been working on Ganga project, and you
Yes.
thought about long back, be it pollution, be it water. So as an artist, all these things are also, in your mind, and you've been working on nature elements as in water and,
Yeah. Earth, nature, all eco-friendly, basically. Yeah, because as an artist, I feel that I can only create an awareness to the people, and it's, the time scenario now, that I was just reading somewhere, that we are consuming, like earth, one earth is, we are consuming so much things, one and half earth, like, we are really using, sucking the earth, like more than you can say. So I was very, very touched, and artists are basically very sensitive towards the, emotional and sensitive. So now it's the creating. As an artist, I can only create awareness. So that's how I started more and more working on a nature product and nature element.
water.
Water. And Ganga, I have researched, like I still ongoing project, you can say, it very well. I traveled throughout from, many places and research and lots of things. But this pandemic time, it's automatically Earth have created some thing which is, so this is like one of my closest subject to, I'm still working on, which is water.
Actually,
I especially feel that maybe the next war will be, because of the water. So that was the
water crisis.
And how much, and it's so important, and we just not really understanding the importance of water.
Actually, right now the nature has given us a call to think over it more. And I think being an artist, it's always in your mind, and you people think it much before time, ahead of times, as you're already telling about the water crisis, which we have to face in future. I would like to know about your new series in Second Self. You're coming up with a series called Second Self. What exactly is that about?
That is like doing like this water. I mean, the natural thing, the five element I told you. It's very, very close to my heart. The second self is about there is an emotional, it's one thing, but there is a two emotional as well as conceptual. Like, you are both is but you. It's absolutely the fluidity of self. So I feel that if I go a little bit philosophical about this in Hindi. Yeah. Yeah. So this is second self is like if you understand Sagun and Nirgun. So Sagun is like the self which is you can see with yourself, and Nirgun has everything the same thing which is there Sagun, but it's a fluidity. So there is you can't bound it in. So if someday if I think of myself as an air, like I'm like very much like feel light and something. So that's my Nirgun self. It's me only, but it's a second self. Yeah, you can say like my emotion. Yeah, so that way. And someday if I am angry on something, and then that my fire element is more stronger. So that is So all five elements, but in a different fluidity of thoughts, like
yeah. So it's all again about emotions. Like sometimes you feel, some days you feel very light, and some days you
and expressions. Yes, emotions and expressions of myself only. So that is my new series coming up. It's a me only, but in a both the way, like very, very. Sometimes we are stuck in a sense. Yeah, so not movable. Like a Shiva, it's like, but Shiva also has a Nirgun Swarup, and so I have like my whole journey. You can now I'll finish that first question of yours. That my painting or my all work has been on 4 philosophies. I have read fully, like mostly. So it's a Zen, which is Zen. The way, east and west, the center, that is the one. Then Taoism, I have quite a read and well read subject of mine, close to myself. Third is Shiva, which is our Hinduism, and it's same thing, they explain everything. And fourth is Kabir, which is, they said you really no need of any philosophy, but just live the life with the way as it is, So all these, they all say live as it is, yeah. So this is my upcoming series. It's going towards, now I'm going towards from portrait towards more and more abstract, like the fluidity, So
So I think, I'm surely looking forward for your new series, and I'm sure it will be as beautiful as the other the ones that you've done in the past, that I've seen, the Time series and all the other ones.
Yeah,
so really
absolutely.
So what kind of works are you doing more these days in lockdown? Like, especially we've all been confined.
Absolutely. I am doing very limited work. I can say absolutely, quality work rather than, sometimes otherwise you are always in a hurry to finish up something, or you want to have exhibitions, or you want to show it, or you want to give it to some, people. But at lockdown time, it's like, I think I tell artists also to just be, do it, which is absolutely what you feel at, at like in a time where there is nothing you need to do. You don't have to overboard going many things. So I'm really doing a very limited work. So I'm writing poetries also nowadays. I've written some write-up also for myself. I've done a video art which I've sent it for the Gonju festival, and one project I've done with an Italian choreographer. and we have done reflecting of the time. Again, it was a very close subject for me. So I've done a painting, and it was online thing. So, so I'm doing, definitely my subject, but solid work, you can say. And that the people will understand what solid work is all about. Most of the time, you make 30 to 40 paintings, but few paintings are solid. So this is the time, introspect and do a strong work. Yeah.
Great, wonderful. Yeah, so I think we're going to expect something exceptional and unique coming from you, because this time is making people rethink, and especially artists. I think they're going to come up with some amazing creation of theirs. So definitely looking forward to that as well. And I believe, Aarti, you were recently nominated for John Abraham International Film Festival. How did you diversify into the field of video art and moving pictures?
Yes, definitely. I told you, as I describe myself as an artist, if I just doing a one type of a work will be not enough for me. That's what I said. That's how I diversify, and doing most of different medium. The new medium is video art also, and it's since 1960, but started in the world, like the new way of thinking. Like, the painting is there, but if I feel okay, this in the painting the train should move. So I want to, as an artist, I want to go beyond that stillness. So that's how I started doing
video art.
Yes, video art. Yeah, and John Abraham Festival, I got an opportunity to show my short on one again on Banaras, on Varanasi.
Wow.
So I while doing this Ganga thing expression, I have made a few video. So that video has been shown, and it went. I mean, because it was contemporary.
An amazing experience, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's a new, yes.
Yeah, and if you can share some of your experience with the international residencies or the Seychelles Award, how does it feel, and how does it help the artist getting that international exposure?
Oh, it's lovely. I mean, you are generally very much in your comfort zone or your studio, and working in your own environment. But once you go out, I mean, you go abroad and meet lots of international artists and their way of doing work, thinking, it makes you grow a lot. So when I went to Germany, it was beautiful. I mean, you know the culture, you know the place very well, and what is their way of thinking, why their art is this way. So it's quite a wonderful exposure, meeting everybody.
Like-minded people, all the artists around you. So there's a lot of exchange and a lot of, I think, learning with each other as well.
Yes. And Seychelles was also another wonderful experience. I was totally unaware that I'm going to go for a Biennale, and somehow 2 day prior, that one of the artists could not go, and it happened to me, was selected. And I was not aware what I'm going to do, because it's always, but the nature art, the Yatu and the global nomadic art taught me a lot. Instant, what you create, and with the found objects, and that was my installation I made in Seychelles. But in 5 hours flight, I was thinking, what will I do? But somehow once I landed, and I decided, oh wow, this is the place where I can explore more on a seaside. So inspiration, you get it immediately. Yeah.
That's amazing, and I think a real proud moment for you as well as our country to get such an honorable award at the Seychelles. And I would like to ask you that people who would like to buy art, what according to you should they see while buying an art? What according to you the person who wants to buy an art they need to see?
To buy art, So you should like the art. So for me personally, I have also went to pick up sometimes different artists to work also, and I always tell my buyers also, when you enter the hall or any place where there is lots of art has been displayed, but the actual art which you want to connect to your heart, that particular art will start talking to you. That is going to be you'll immediately have a conversation. So that's how the art which actually makes you, then it says okay, this is made for me, and I have many things to see or talk about, so that way I feel the art itself talks. I mean, you don't have to think, okay, I like this art. The art will like you. So that's how you must pick up the art.
Very well said, I must say. And now we would go for a rapid fire round. I would like to ask you, according to you, is it hard work or smart work?
It's hard work.
And Aarti, as a visual artist or for installations or a performance artist, what do we see you as more?
Yeah, multidisciplinary. Visually, yes. Yes, I can't restrict myself to one, yes.
Yeah, and as an artist, what are you closest to? Like your heart is closest to either earth, time, spaces, water. What you have a calling for the most, actually?
This is all what you said is 5 element, and I'm very close to 5 elements. Yes.
All the 5 elements. Yes. Great. And your favorite one-liner?
My favorite one-liner, as you start describing yourself, you are limited to your own self. So so you should be free. You should be more like a fluid, and you merge into the environment. That's my tagline.
Great. And what's your special advice to young artists?
I feel at this particular time, I mean, I should not advise anybody as such, but in this particular pandemic time, the artists should think of doing a very, very strong work, which is, they have lots of time to think themselves. So the hard work will surely pay. There is no need to rush and paint so much. Another thing which I want to say, they should be always have an alternative earning, things like any other way they should able to earn. Their art is not only to just only showcase, and you don't have anything to how you your family to help them everything. So they need to somehow alternate alternate plan. Every international artist I know, they all work something. It's just not beside yes. And because it's nothing, your art is only you can put it in canvas. There's no need. You can make it in a many vast things like different things. Yeah. So you artists never actually भूखे नहीं रहना चाहिए, and they would do
very good advice.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Very nice. And as you know, the program is about madhvisluxury.co. I would like to know the definition of luxury according to you.
Luxury, according to me, is Madhvi.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I mean, luxury is endless. Absolutely endless. So it depends on you how greedy you are. All luxuries you always wish for. But but it's always nice. It's always giving you monetary pleasure and happiness. So it's important. Yeah, it's important.
Great, wonderful. And the message to the audience on COVID-19 right now?
Message to audience is be safe, take care of yourself, and no need to be afraid, but be sensible and live your life as it comes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a real pleasure and honor, and you have done some great work. I know your permanent installation is there at Chandigarh, and also with these portraits of the Paramveer Chakra winners at different cities like Delhi and also Ranchi, as you just mentioned. So, wishing you a lot of good luck and best wishes for near future as well. You're doing great, and we are looking forward for much more from you in near future.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Madhuri. Thank you for having me here. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks everyone for watching the talk show with artist Aarti Zaveri. And as you know, I consult on real estate, art, hospitality, destination weddings in Italy by the celebrity wedding designer Angelo Garini, fashion designers, jewelry designers. If you have any queries related to any of these, you can get in touch with us. We can guide you, support you, and anything we can help you with, we are there. And as you all know by now, that I happen to be the brand ambassador with Sari Sanskriti by Salma Sultan, and Nora USA fashion designer Aisha Khanna. I happen to be the brand ambassador with her as well. Have a great evening. See you guys tomorrow, sharp at 5 again. Bye-bye.